everyone, it's Be Divine and welcome to Divine Miracles. Thank you so much for sharing and liking, being here at this channel at this amazing January 12th energy shift that we are in right now. And I'm going to be doing a reading, so choose number 1 or number 2, pile number 1 or 2, to answer some questions about the energy shift that's occurring right now. So I'm just going to quickly tell you a little bit about it. I'm no astrologer, okay, but I've been following a lady called Alex Miles on Instagram, and she knows everything about everything, so it seems, especially with the planets. So she said that there is Saturn conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn right now. And the last time that they aligned in this constellation was over 500 years ago. We weren't, we might have been in a past life at that point. Saturn Pluto triggers a complete collective shift. So it's triggering everybody. Now, Saturn and Pluto connected in Libra, so not Capricorn, but in the star sign Libra, November 1982. And now that particular cycle has ended and a new one begins. 38 years of karmic energy has ended. What were you doing 38 years ago? I was like 7. I was, okay, I had to think about, I was in grade 2 in Australia. 38 years of karmic energy has ended, and this is the greatest karmic reset that we will witness. Those holding the light will be rewarded. Those who are negative expect downfall, okay? People we've been waiting for justice to occur, people we've been waiting for things to reveal, finally you're going to get it. Can you feel this lift? Since we had the full moon lunar eclipse, we're still in lunar energies as well. There's still things coming up and out. Just make it a pact with yourself that you're just going to allow the universe to sweep in and clear away the unnecessary, so you can move into the vibration of pure joy and manifestation, happening for you so much quicker as well. Now, in this reading, I just made up some little things that we can think about. What are you releasing and who? Where should you focus? What happens in the near future? And the best way forward, or advice about that. Okay, and there's also a bonus card I think I pulled out too. I'm using my Syrian Starseed cards. These are huge, so when we'll have a look at what the pictures are, because I've rarely used them. Okay, and we'll get into it. So those people who chose number 1, are you ready? These are your cards, number 1. Okay. What are you releasing? What are you releasing and who? Number 1. Wow, look at this. 8 of crystals. See, the cards are a little bit different. I'm going to pull it up for you. 8 of crystals. What are you releasing and who? It feels like with this particular card, the 8 of crystals, that you are releasing old knowledge. Perhaps the way in which you saw yourself. Perhaps the way in which you've been taught to see yourself. And if you are someone who has gone through extreme abuse in your life, and it's continued into your adult life with bad relationships and being abused in relationships and feeling helpless, you are now releasing, or you should focus on releasing, any false words that have been said to you, any damaging things that have been said to you, any beliefs that you've held about your worthiness. And maybe for some of you there's a particular person that caused a lot of damage. Sometimes the person that's caused a lot of damage for us is actually not the first person that we think of. It could be a very subtle event, and this caused a lot of energy. So you have these wonderful manifestation abilities. You have beautiful teaching capabilities as well, number one. However, if you want to focus on going to the next levels, the way in which you have been taught to believe about yourself, about life, about what your worthiness is, needs to change. You need to allow the universe to shift this with an open heart. Okay, so the second one is, where should you focus? Fantastic, look. You should focus on joy, celebration, happiness, release, You've been through a lot, and it's time for you now to move into a new phase, a new life, a new beginning. And we thought that the beginning of the year was going to be just that. And so many people have still been going through pain and upset and trauma, sadness, devastation, and letting it get to them. Do not do this anymore. We must focus on a bright future for ourselves and the planet, that we can fix it together as light warriors. No more light working stuff, no more spiritual stuff. Light warriors, strong and true. That's all of us. And this is the best thing for you to focus on. You should focus on being grateful, on manifesting with the belief that you can have anything because you've gotten rid of this false belief. And enjoy your life and have a fun life. And when you start focusing on that, that starts to become your reality. For your near future, what happens? Okay, the Eight of Orbs. For your near future, there will be things that have to go that you may not be expecting to have to leave. There will be things that are quite painful for you to deal with on an emotional sense, okay? There will be times when you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed, okay? But there is a clear path forward. You see this, all this clearing energy right here in front of you. So right now, you may be feeling trapped as you move forward, but you have to focus on the clear, flowing water, right? If you're going in the right energy for yourself, things will flow easily. If you are resisting, it'll be a difficult thing for you to do. So the energy here is not to focus on it being overwhelming for you, or it being difficult for you, or you having to struggle through this phase, but that you focus on everything being simple for you, a natural transition. There is a way forward. Don't hold yourself back in the old energy through fear, okay? And the best way forward, it's interesting, this energy of Tor, like this energy of this these old places that you're connected to. So again, the best way forward for you is believing in yourself, focusing on your talents, focusing on the things that you love to do, believing in manifesting, as simple as switching your mind to already having that which you want, opening your heart to new adventures, trying not to look back because in this card, he's just sitting here minding his own energy, and that's exactly what you've got to do. All this is going on behind, but this energy is focused on intent for the self. That's your best way forward. Minding your own business, meaning don't get caught up in other people's drama, issues, downfalls, whatever they're going through. And you know, it's about having boundaries for yourself. And you will see the rewards come when you do that. When you don't focus on what everyone else is doing and instead focus on yourself. Now, a bonus card for you, number 1. Look. You are the energy of indigo. You are a supreme manifester. You are able to do anything. The indigo children are the way showers for these kids that are born in the 90s, you know. So if you were born in the 70s and you are definitely here as an indigo, highly developed and connected to all that is. The only trouble with indigo energy is the fact that it tended to be squashed out of us. We tended to go through quite a bit of a hard time as children, and other people noticed our energy and noticed our knowledge and wanted to shut that down. So a lot of people have had hard childhoods who have been indigos but haven't given up the fight. It's only inspired more, to do more, to be more. That's what it's inspired. Your bonus card is to embrace all that indigo is, just connected to all that is, and open up your transmission from the divine and start to free yourself from these limitations that you may have felt that you've had. You don't have to search anywhere for source. You don't have to go to church, try to find God. You don't have to go to someone who you think's higher than you to find God. You're running away from God by doing that. Source energy, God, Great Spirit, whatever you want to call it, is always a part of you. You never have to run away from yourself again, but instead connect with this new vibration that's pushing through with this amazing energy shift alignment. Okay, number 1. All right, number 2. Now, number 2, some of you may have skipped straight to number 2. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what I was talking about with number 1 at the start of the video. We are in January 12th, an extremely rare event, an extremely big energy shift. Saturn is conjunct with Pluto in Capricorn, and the last time this happened in this constellation was over 500 years ago. Something similar happened in 1982 when Saturn and Pluto were connected in Libra. And that triggered a shift in 1982. And now that that cycle has ended, a brand new cycle begins. 38 years of karmic energy has ended. The greatest karmic reset we will witness. Those holding the light will be rewarded. Okay? What were you doing in 1982? And I was telling everybody I was in grade 2, I was 7. I know exactly what was going on in my life at that time, and I am overjoyed that the karmic button has been reset. This is bigger than the 1st of January 2020. This is bigger than New Year's Day. We are finally free, and we're going to find our way forward with our reading. Okay? We're going to find our way forward. What are you releasing? Who? Where should you focus? What happens in the near future? And the best way to navigate forward, and advice as well, and a bonus message also. I'm using very different cards. I'm using the Syrian Starseed Tarot. So we will discover these. So the first question for number 2, what am I releasing and who? Be open right now to receiving. Okay, Seeker of Orbs. What are you releasing and who? It feels for number 2 that you are releasing the fact that you think in some ways that other people know the way, that other people know more than you, that somehow you have to go through an amazing amount of hurdles in order to receive, that you have to do thousands of hours of training for your abilities to open, that you have to do all of these other things first before you can have your time to shine. You need to let all that go now. That everyone's better than you business, or you're not good enough business, or it's going to take a long time business. It all needs to stop, because you are able to instantly manifest what you have on your mind. You must accept yourself for who you are. That is the key to anything that you're trying to achieve. If you do not accept who you are on all levels, what you've been through, how you've done it, the things you don't like about yourself, the things that you don't like that you've done, it has to be all accepted by you and forgiven as well. For you to just free yourself as a soul. Move forward, seek new information, but remember that you have it also already within you, that there is a channel from the divine straight to you. It's never disconnected. I was saying this in number 1, you don't need to seek outside of yourself, God, source, or any of it. You may think you do, but you don't. You just need to embrace that it's already a part of who you are on every level. If you can get your mind around that, then everything is going to infinitely change. You have seen yourself as a smaller person on some level, not good enough on some level. Break this cycle now. Just be open to that. Refuse to believe that crap anymore. There's a new belief system coming in that you can do absolutely anything. And we, as a collective, can stand strong together, lift each other instead of pulling each other down. No comparison, just doing your thing. And that's what you're releasing now, is limitations on who you are. The second part is where you should focus. Look at that. And this is the same for both cards, actually. It's about, being alone, and just not meaning that you don't have a partner, or I'm not talking about that, but actually pulling yourself, into a time out for yourself, into an energy of shifting, into an energy of all that is. Focus on meditation a little more. Focus on this connection with everything. Open up your higher chakras. Spend time near the ocean. Do things you want to do. The time has come where we don't have to sit there feeling bad because we're going to do something and someone else can't, or I feel sorry for this person. We can't feel sorry for people anymore. That's the old energy. It's not feeling sorry for them. It's seeing them in wellness and refusing to see anything lower than that. You know, the words, I'm worried, I'm concerned, I'm, stressed, should not exist anymore. It should all be like, okay, that's going to be okay. And this person's going to be awesome. And we're in a time of experience. And I cannot focus on stress, so I'm going to focus on happiness for that person. You know, if I'm feeling stressed, I might be taking on someone else's stress, so I'm clearing it away. This is all about balancing. And that's what you need to do. This is where you should focus, number 2. Seeing what's out of balance within you and correcting it with your words and your thoughts, your feelings. This is not just about doing little readings for you. Readings are just a tool to me, like the cards, for example. But the messages that I want to give you are much greater. It's more in line with who you are. You may not even know it though. So take some time, okay, reflection. The third one is about your near future. Look at this. This is your near future, number 2. Can you see the beauty? Can you see the manifestation? The 10 of crystals is your card, which is like the 10 of coins. There is a sense of permanence. There's a sense of abundance on every level. Protection. You're looking back at your life, realizing you made it, that you've been able to achieve this in a much greater capacity than you even dreamed of, because that you're putting things into action. You're releasing trauma. You're releasing thoughts and processes that you've held for a long time. Your body heals. Your life changes rapidly. You don't have any regrets. You're looking forward with, just pure peace. This is your near future. This is coming up very, very soon. You're already in the process of manifesting your dreams and desires. You don't even realize it yet. But if you block it by the old way, it's going to take longer. You've got to make a choice here. And it means that when you're working with someone, or you're listening to these readings, that you're making a decision that you're working on this. You're not just going, okay, now it's happened, I don't have to do anything. Or this person's going to heal me, I don't have to do anything. Or we're going to work through this, but, she's going to do all the work. No. If you accept that you need to put effort into your future by reminding yourself when you're going downhill, reminding yourself when you're feeling physical pain that it doesn't need to exist. Why am I punishing myself? That you're catching yourself in those negative thoughts. And you're going to see a grand change in your life very, very quickly. And everything that you can imagine and even more will be bestowed upon you. Okay. What's the best way forward? Look at this. Communicate properly. See yourself as illuminated already. See yourself as connected. Say what you mean what you say. Write down your thoughts and feelings. Erase things. Release things. Embrace things. Communication. You're going to be speaking up a whole lot more, number 2. There's justice that is going to be done. There is karma that is going to be repaid to some people that you know that have hurt you, that have lied, that have manipulated, that have emotionally abused, physically, sexually, whatever it is, these people are receiving and reaping their karmic rewards for what they've done. All those negative, terrible acts. You know, it's not something we have to think about. It's something karma's going to take care of. You know, you just got to keep on lifting your vibration. There will be some things that we've done as well that we haven't realized that was, you know, negative, or we haven't meant to be negative. There may be some things that come back to, but we'll have a better perspective of how to deal with it. Believe me, I knew this from the start of the year so strongly, and I've been saying it for a long time. Justice is going to be done with the governments, with people, with the truth being revealed for all to see. No longer will it be able to survive. We're too aware of it. We will see some amazing things happen in the coming weeks. Now, your bonus message, number 2. Look at this. Look at this. This is who you are. You are connected to Egypt. You are connected to Atlantis. You're connected to Lemuria. You're connected to Sirius. You're connected to Buddha. You're connected to Allah. You're connected to Source, Great Spirit. You are connected to it all. You have the energy flowing through you. You have the light flowing through you. You need to just be aware of that. Just feel that within your being. You are a great and powerful being of light and guidance. You are here to share that light and guidance in your own way. And it's not always an easy path. Believe me, being a light warrior can be one of the most challenging positions, but also the most rewarding. Not many people will follow your path or understand it. When you get a tribe that does, it's just amazing. And this is where you have it, right here. There's so much more that you are capable of. Now you're going to see it. Just be ready. Just be ready. And open up to your full potentials. Okay, thank you so much for listening. If you need help with anything, all your spiritual needs are met at divinemiracles.com. Make an appointment, talk to me. We can go through anything you want with regards to your spiritual journey and your healing journey. And I wish you every single happiness and success. I know it's coming. Here it is. The time is here. Until the next time, bye for now.